Hello Amplify artists, welcome to your new format Amplify newsletter. This year we've been posting all of our opportunities up onto the Amplify forum as they go live and sharing events, ticket deals, development offers and resources there too. The newsletters will therefore be less frequent and more of a blog to update you on recent happenings. Due to this change, we're also considering whether to continue with the recorded versions of these shorter, less frequent newsletters. If the audio versions are something that you would like to continue, please drop me a little email to say so on the usual address, becky.d'souza.01@nottinghamplayhouse.co.uk. If you haven't already signed up to the forum using the code we emailed out to you, you'll find a new code in your most recent newsletter. Please do not share this code, which is exclusive to Amplify members and will be valid for the next 4 weeks. So far, there are around 300 artists in the space, plus some other venues and organisations from across the Midlands. Feel free to join the conversation and create your own posts, asking questions, marketing events and sharing resources. A shout out to celebrate some Midlands artists' recent successes. The Beam Showcase has just taken place in Birmingham and featured not one but 2 Amplify artist companies. Firstly, the Snare and Feral, which delighted audiences at last year's Amplify Festival, and secondly, Vamp, an undead gig musical with book and lyrics by Sarah Middleton and co-created with Hannah Stone. Punch continues on an incredible journey, heading to the West End this autumn with the original cast, including Nottingham's own Alec Bowden, Emma Pallant and Shalisha James Davis. And Amplify artist Omar Khan will be continuing in his role as Associate Director. This autumn, local designer Eleanor Field will be designing the UK regional premiere of Eureka Day in our main house, and after chatting with Eleanor and reading the script, I can't wait to see the results. There's been some good funding news shared by a few artists over the last few months. So I'd like to leave you a reminder that if you're working on a funding bid and would like someone to cast an eye over it, do drop me a line to book in for a one-to-one, and I'll be happy to help where I can. Amplify Seasons Summer. Exciting news for your inboxes as the first Seasons event has just gone on sale. Amplify Seasons Summer promises to be a fun and fresh night of new work by local artists, including an Edinburgh Fringe preview, Love It, from Boondog Theatre, and the Frenemies double bill, featuring an extract from Danica Corn's Spare Goose, and a scratch performance from Sugar Theatre's newest piece, F You Claire. Mark out 4th of July in your calendars. I hope to see you there, delighting in, supporting and helping develop work from the Midlands community. For more details and to book tickets, check link 1. Recruitment. We are currently accepting applications for an associate artist, a Midlands-based theatre maker with strong industry knowledge who can support the artistic vision at Nottingham Playhouse. Details are at link 2 and the deadline for applications is the 2nd of June. Co-working. The next co-working dates are up on the website and the forum. Remember, you can book in for a one-to-one or just come along for the coffee and company whilst you crack on with your creative projects and the accompanying admin. The next dates are the 13th of June, 10th of July and the 27th of August. As part of the Great Big Green Week, June's co-working day will be themed around sustainability. We know that when embedding sustainability as a freelancer, it can be difficult to know where to start. So environmental and sustainability advisor for performing arts, Tally Smith, will be hosting a sustainability surgery from 10:30 till 1 for any Amplify artists to drop in and ask questions about greener working. It's completely free. Just make sure you book your ticket for the co-working session and come along. We'll have resources like the Theatre Green Book available for reference and discussion alongside the usual tea and coffee. Hope to see you there. You can book on for all of our co-working sessions at link 4. Don't forget to sign in before you try to book. Cold reads. Spare Goose is also our first cold read session exclusively open to artists with lived experience of womanhood. Join us on the 2nd of June to read or listen to the script in its entirety and chat all things dramaturgical to support Danica on her journey to the next draft. Book on at link 5. Over on the forum. Our partners in good company have shared several workshops and offers, including a creative audio description workshop run by Amplify member Benjamin Wilson. You may remember him from Exit Pursued by DWP at last year's Amplify Festival. He also recently appeared in Of Mice and Men at Derby Theatre and on tour. And a workshop facilitated by the wonderful The Uncultured. If you've ever spoken to me about a funding bid, you'll have heard me mention their name. Plus, a sustainability-focused workshop led by Tally Smith, previously the Sustainability Officer at Nottingham Playhouse. There's also a call out for work for a scratch night, details of a producer bootcamp over the summer, and a link to arrange a one-to-one with one of the IGC producers. Corby Cube, another IGC partner, have shared details on upcoming workshops from Vamos Theatre and Wise Children. Amplify member and huge advocate for Midlands writers Kate Chapman is running a workshop in writing for performance at Broadway Cinema in July. Script East Midlands continue to run monthly writers' meetups, reading and feeding back on scripts, a mix of in-person and online meetups organised and hosted by Amplify member Hugh Ditchmont, previously of Nottingham Playhouse Writers Group. And another Amplify artist based in the West Midlands has set up an online script reading club for actors, the first of which took place last week. There have been call-outs for a freelance consultant theatre producer, designers and casting calls, chats about funding resources and ticket discounts for both Nottingham Playhouse shows as well as from the wider Amplify community. It's great to see it getting used. The more the merrier, so do sign up and take a look. As always, we're open to feedback and would love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for listening. Becky.